inferiority complex. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
Wait,
I don't know.
wait. Did we say M? Oh no, it's definitely moist dicks or something like that.
And we're live.
Oh, perfect.
That's the perfect way to go live, folks.
We're live with some moist dicks. It's a good thing we have.
Moist Monday. Can't wait for Moist Mondays.
And we're back where we left off with the league.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Man, who missed me? Anybody?
There's no show of hands.
No show of hands. No show of hands. Perfect.
Sorry about the YouTube little mishap right there. I changed the title to the screen or to the stream, and it apparently just created a new stream instead of changing the title. So I apologize about that.
I'm only going to Twitch. I'm not even dealing with YouTube anymore.
Anyways, welcome to the new season of the Simulation Soccer Federation and its new colorful logo.
Very colorful.
Where do we want to start?
I would say start with more of the player stuff than the owner stuff right now.
Well, I was going to say start on, just work your way down from the document, top to bottom. So you don't have to go back and forth.
I think you should start at the bottom and work your way forward.
I think that we should just first show this beautiful logo right there. Look, that's our new logo. With 5 of the original 6 teams, because that 6th team was bullet number 2.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought we started with 5
We started with 6
preseason tournament. In the preseason tournament?
Yeah, we started with 6. It was always 6.
Yeah. Okay.
It was Detroit. Then
I didn't know Detroit was. I thought they were part of season 1, but not the preseason tournament.
I think they were part of everything because they're in the original logo.
We have our first question.
Oh, where do you see it? Is it in YouTube? Because I'm not on YouTube.
No, it's in Twitch. Please, can we clarify bullet 2 from Benji?
We'll get there, Benji. We'll get there.
I'm not
also,
sure how much you need to elaborate on don't be a piece of shit.
Need more bullets. Also, if you guys want to join and ask a question with your voice, you are so more than welcome to. You don't have to sit in the Twitch chat. You guys can come join us. Yeah, but no. So it was Detroit, and then Detroit had a meltdown, as Detroit does. And then
Detroit does Detroit things.
And then it was London, and London had a meltdown. And then
I'm sensing a trend.
Who replaced London? Was it the Bears or was it Portland?
No one. None of them.
None of them?
None of them, because
Portland. They were all in at the same time at one point, right?
Yeah, Portland and Illawarra.
Oh, you're right. London stayed till the end, and then Eagle had a meltdown.
Yeah,
and then we decided to terminate the league. That's what it was.
Wait a minute. That's not entirely true, because we were getting ready for season 2, and London had already bounced.
Yes, but we didn't kick off the season with them bounced yet. So
yeah, because they were leaving and Portland was leaving.
So the reason why you weren't following the Twitch channel is because it's new. So Twitch has an affiliate program. In their affiliate program contract, you are not allowed to multi-stream. It specifically states that. If you are a partner, you can. But as an affiliate, you still cannot. So in order to remove the affiliation program, you have to contact them, set up a meeting, and have a formal outboarding process. So instead of doing all of that, I created a new channel. So subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do for the Twitch. Please, thank you, love you. But that is the story.
Well, are we 100% positive this is going to be it? So if we subscribe, we won't be throwing our money away.
You can't subscribe. You can't because we're not affiliates. So you cannot. So that's Twitch doesn't like when people make money simultaneously on other things. They think everything should be theirs. So that is why they have the you can't make live content with other places while you're live with us making money.
Well, what the fuck?
What the fuck? But
Okay.
you can subscribe on YouTube, I believe. YouTube, you
Okay.
can give monetary compensation. You don't have to, but you can.
And we can follow, but we can only follow on Twitch.
Yes, you
Correct.
can only follow on Twitch.
Got it.
Which
Correct,
sadly
correct,
means we can't do all of the fun emojis and stuff like that because we're not affiliates. Pick your poison.
Well, hold on. Can you get if somebody is part of my channel? Can they use my stuff in there because I can see my stuff?
You can, but we
And
can't.
I can see goals official. I can see all.
Yeah,
SSFL.
you can always use your own emotes, but I can't have stuff tied to.
Gotcha.
New Twitch. Let's see, that was on YouTube. New Twitch is this. Yeah, so like if you went on Access Live and you uploaded all of our team logos and we subscribed to Access Live, then we could use them.
Eating the system. Yeah.
All right, so let's go down through. Why are you sorry you're not able to be in voice? No. Chris is sorry that he could not be here.
I mean, we're not. I'm not sorry, but not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
All right, so can everybody read the screen? That's first and foremost. Do we need to make it bigger? Is everybody comfortable with how it looks?
Ask Freddie.
We should definitely ask Freddie.
Freddie, my man. Are you? He's reading the PDF right now.
Yeah, I can see him perfect, man. Yeah.
It can be. We can transcribe this meeting into an email for you, Benji. All right, ownership for the league. We currently sit at 10 prospect owners. We would like to get to 12 or 14 if we can. So, if you're on the fence about being an owner, this first section, and I believe it's the second to last section, are for you.
But the most important bullet point is number 2.
Number 1 is just housekeeping, and it keeps everybody on the same page. If you want to be an owner of this league, you cannot be part of the main infrastructure of any other simulation soccer league. That doesn't mean simulation football league. That doesn't mean simulation basketball league. Don't give a shit about those. Just we're looking for people not to be dipping their little toesies in 2 main infrastructures of soccer leagues. Especially with the recent debacle that one of the other leagues just had. So that is why we ask that if you are going to be part of this league and an integral part of this league, that you remain focused on this soccer league. If you are currently in a league and wish to be an owner, we will let you finish out that season and that commitment. We just ask that after that season ends for that league that you hand in your resignation and you jump on board with us full time. So you can still do all the stuff for us so long as you give us our word and you follow through that you're going to step down at least from a main infrastructure part of another league. You can still be a player. Don't give a shit about that. Just you can't be part of their league structure. Second bullet point is don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah. All right. Don't be like me.
All right.
All
Um,
right.
What makes somebody a piece of shit, Eagle?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know. A lot of things.
All right. So what does this
lot.
mean? This means that
What does
everybody in here, we're all friends, right? We all want to have fun. There is a difference between being competitive and being a straight up asshole. We are looking for the competitive part, not the asshole part. So if somebody's going to come in here and talk down to people or throw up fucking racist slurs or try and belittle people, that makes you a piece of shit. That puts you on the league's ban list. Does that help explain it, Benji?
Benji. I feel like Benji's being singled out here a little bit.
He's the one who asked me to. He's the one who asked me to elaborate.
Hey, and what we really don't like is don't single people out because that's going to make you a piece of shit. So.
Yeah, definitely don't single people out, Benji.
Oh shit.
About right. Spot
But
on, Link.
that
Good job.
doesn't mean you can't have fun. That doesn't mean you can't swear. That doesn't mean you can't get into it with people occasionally. Just we don't want that piece of shit, negative personality that's always trying to drag down the boat. We don't want it. This is I wouldn't say it's a safe environment, but it's a fun one.
Oh, it's definitely not safe.
Who wants safe? Safe is overrated.
If you are selected to be an owner, your expectation is to at least the bare minimum finish out the season you start as an owner. You can bail after the first season if you absolutely hate it. That's fine, but we ask that you at least stick with it for one full season. If this commitment gets broken, we're going to have a new tag called the Doghouse. You will, as Dave pointed out, we don't want to single people out. You will be singled out. And you'll be prohibited from participating in the SSF for one full season and be suspended for ownership consideration for 3 seasons also. If you leave the server for any reason, or you don't have to leave the server, you'll still have access to the main chat, get notifications if you want to, etc. You can still be a fan of the league, but you cannot participate in any on-field events. If the person leaves the server and decides to come back and sneak in, as soon as you leave the server, your suspension goes on pause. When you come back, it resumes. So there's no trick in the system. In order to be an owner, you do not need to own the game. We have computer forms that you can fill out to help steer your team in the right direction, because we know that they stopped selling this game. I believe on secondary markets, a code for this game is going for around $275 right now.
Ooh.
Not a price tag I'm going to ask people to pay. However,
that's because it's better than the version out now.
yes. However, 2023 is supposed to be releasing its editor/option file infrastructure Q1 of this year. When that happens, if we can port the league over to 2023, we will, so that we can open it up for more people to be able to actually get into the game. We are also going to be looking at the new EA game. I have low-key high hopes for it, but do not think that they're going to give us what we want.
No.
Will we wait for between seasons to pour over? We will. I understand your English.
That makes one of us.
We will not pour over to 2023 in the middle of the season. If we pour over to a new game, it will be after the conclusion of the current season. If you want help making a team, you can either talk to Chris, Dave, or myself, possibly even Eagle, if he's feeling peckish. If you do not have a team identity, we can temporarily provide you one because Eagle has made about 99,000 fake teams, and he's itching to let people use them.
It hasn't been 99. It's been 69. But
Yeah.
You could use that as a temporary placeholder for your team in the first season while you build out its brand for the seasons to come. Any questions? Hold on. Let's come back down here. So, I know we're jumping around, but I want to do owner stuff with owner stuff. So, we gave you kind of an overview of what's the high end stuff for owners. What you're going to be required to do as an owner is find a color scheme, a logo, create a minimum of 4 kits. You need a home, away, a goalkeeper, and alt. Alternate kit must not be of the team's primary color scheme. At the beginning of each season, you will either get with somebody or create your own TED file that has a game plan with 3. So in PES, you can turn on a setting which allows you to make 3 game plans inside the TED file. So when you submit your league file, you will submit that TED file with 3 separate game plans, and they're labeled 1, 2, and 3. Those will be your 3 game plans for the entire season, with the caveat of, at the halfway point of the season competition, a team may change out one of their 3 game plans for another game plan for the remainder of the season. Does that make sense?
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes,
Yes.
sir.
yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Teams will have teams will have up to 15 minutes prior to the match day to submit which number game plan they would like to run for that match and any man marking if they are going to be doing it. If a team does not submit which number game plan to be used, the default game plan 1 of their file will be used. So for an owner, all of the main headache and the main busy work is all at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, the workload is all.
The workload is super front loaded, and then all you're doing before a game each week is saying 1, 2, or 3. There is no upkeep through the season. There is nothing else. It's just you're picking 1, 2, or 3, and you're doing any man marking. So after the files are submitted, it is very, very, very minimal work for an owner. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy your team losing to Knox City.
Boom.
Until the playoffs. And then
Until
I
the
win.
playoffs. And then it goes from Knox City to Choke City.
Wait a minute. We don't have playoffs in this league.
No, we don't have playoffs in this league.
You mean postseason tournament? That's different.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Tournament. So that is ownership. An
I know we
overview of
talk
ownership.
about playoffs.
If you are interested in being an owner, please visit the pin, or not the pin. Please visit League News, scroll up, and submit an ownership form, please. And thank you. Again, right now we have 10. We would like to get to 12 or 14 if possible. That helps give more variety to the league.
Okay.
So,
I had a question I was going to ask.
okay.
Oh, are you still Are you going to move on to the player stuff now?
We are going to move on to the player stuff. Why would you want to hit first?
I will. It's a player question, so I'll wait till you do your thing. Maybe you'll answer it.
Okay. So, progression. Progression happens once at the start of each season. At the end of each full season, players will progress one position on the career tracker. A player must have been on a team for at least 70% of that team's played games.
Not 69%.
Not 65%, not 75%, not 69%, but 70%.
Should be
75 would work.
69.
And it is 70% rounded. So, for example, if a team has 35 games played on the season, you will need to participate in at least 25 of them to be granted the progress. If you divide 35, or if 70% of 35 is 24.5, that gets rounded up to 25.
Yep. Yes,
If it
Marco,
was
it's
24.4, it would get rounded down to 24, etc.
70 is the minimum threshold, Marco Swift.
The minimum. The career tracker consists of bronze 1, 2, and 3, silver 1, 2, 3, and 4, and gold 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each tier brings more advancement to your player in both attributes and skills.
Skills.
This is a little out of place, but I needed to put it in there because I didn't have anywhere to put it. So non-dominant leg usage and precision will now be unlockable. For bronze tier, you can go up one level for 5 attribute points apiece. Silver, you can go up to level 3 with level 2 being 5 attribute points and level 3 being 7 attribute points. And gold is 4, being level 4, and unlock is 10 points. So that'll make sense a little bit when we come down to what the attributes is.
Is anybody watching this on YouTube? Because I keep clicking the YouTube link. And
Got one person.
Yeah, it keeps taking me to the old one.
Oh, I can
Just
do.
FYI.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. Now it'll bring you to the new one. Sorry, that was. I need to work on YouTube to get a little bit more familiarized with it, because I think it like creates like an event, right? So that one first stream was an event, and then I retitled it, and it made a new event. So
Gotcha.
But I just reposted the current link, so it should work now.
Boom. Got it.
If a player leaves a server at any time for over a 24-hour period, or leaves a server multiple times in a single season, their character tragically gets in a training accident and dies, thus ending his or her career for good.
Amazing.
Meaning, if they want to come back, they need to start a new character.
But what if I leave, sit out a season?
If you sit out a season, Timmy.
Who the fuck asked that question?
If Timmy sits out a season, details will be released when it happens. We'll have a full write-up of the tragic accident.
Yeah, legal alert.
Legal alert will happen.
And we will ping everybody not to single out the person we're killing off.
Correct.
Where's the fun in that?
If a player decides that they want to take a break and sit out a season, so long as they remain in the server, they will remain at the same level they ended the prior season at. If a player sits out multiple seasons and stays in the server, they will start to degrade over time after the first season. So you sit out a season, nothing happens, you stay where you're at. You sit out 2 seasons in a row, you go from say you're bronze 3, you'll drop to bronze 2. You sit out 3 seasons consecutively, you're going to go from bronze 3 to bronze 1. Clear as mud.
Clear as mud.
This is the attribute point breakdown for all tiers. So if you are a bronze 3, which all returning, if you finished last year or our last season with us, you will be bronze 3. So you will have 355 attribute points to make your character, and you will get 4 skills to add to your character. You can build your character out however you want. There are no restrictions other than your attribute point total has to be 355 or under, and your skills can be whatever they want. There is one restriction, and I forgot to put it on here, and I'm kicking myself for it. Captaincy.
To be determined.
You may have 3 people with captaincy on your team at once.
Why the change on that?
I just did some digging around at how many teams have captaincy and how many people are on them.
Okay.
So, I'm going to view captaincy like the SFL views leadership. Except for I'm imposing a little bit of restriction. So, you may have 3 players running captaincy if you so choose. Does it stack? I have no idea. Use it at your own risk. With that said, when you submit the files, your captain has to be one of the 3 with captaincy. If you do not have anybody with captaincy, you can fucking pick whoever you want. I don't care.
Okay. So having at least one person having captaincy is not a requirement any longer.
Correct.
Got it.
I don't think it was a requirement before. It just was whoever.
Whoever had it was the captain.
Yeah, whoever was captain had the ability to unlock it, and that was it. Yeah.
And they were the only people who could.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was what it was before.
The 4 skills. So you'll notice here down here in gold 3, 4, and 5. There are only 10 native skill slots for a player. So you might be asking, well, how do you have 13 on a player? When we say you have 4 skills, that includes both the traditional skills and the comm player styles.
Whoa.
So you can have 4 comp skills as your build for Bronze 3. It's up to you. There are no restrictions for skills. Other than you can't have more than 10 of the normal skills because literally the game won't allow it. So I guess that's your restriction.
Is there a restriction on the rom-com skills? I can't remember off the top of my head.
No restriction.
So just to clarify, in case somebody has this in their head, scroll back up just a tad so I can see the bronze. When you go to the season after this season, you go from 355 to 485. You're getting another 150 points. You're not getting another 485 points.
Correct.
Just want to clarify that.
Yeah, you're not adding 5 skills to the 4 skills. You get 1 extra skill. You get 1 extra skill a season.
And 150 points.
And you get roughly...
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Well,
a lot less going from silver 1 to silver 2 than it was going from bronze 3 to silver 1, though, so that's good.
But remember, too, you could switch positions in between seasons.
Yes.
And you get 3 A positions. Did you already go over that part, or are we there yet?
It's down below.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
That probably should be up here in the players, but I put it in the team comp.
Okay.
So team composition. Each team will be comprised of 11 players. Players will be signed by owners at the start of each season. Owners will have the choice of signing human players from the free agency pool, creating an AI player to fill the roster, or a mix of both free agents and AI players. AI players will be built out by the owner. The AI tier system will, I will say this, I don't have the final numbers right now, still working that out. I need to figure out how many teams we're going to have before I finalize that. But the AI will progress in tier with the league. They will never be as good as the best human player, but they will allow you to stay competitive. And then lastly, all players will start the season with a chosen archetype. So, like, what?
Dummy runner, box to box, all that shit.
Yeah. So, all of that fun stuff. Plus your primary position, which you get an A in. 2 secondary positions, which you also get an A in. Those are locked for the full season of your contract. At the contract's conclusion, you may do whatever the fuck you want.
Boom.
Any questions on player stuff?
No, I just want to recap those. So for those of you who have played before, you get to start with 355 points to build your player. You get 4 skills, which includes the comm skills, and you get 3 A positions, 1 primary and 2 secondary. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Well,
That
hold
is
on.
already more points than what we ended last time with.
Yeah.
Hold on. I want to jump in for a second. Dave,
Jump.
yes, they get 355 points unless they're a goalkeeper, which then they only get 185.
Yes.
Yeah, goalkeepers are. I think of goalkeepers like I think of field goal kickers. They're really not people.
Important.
It is important. There is a distinction there. So what I did was I took the important stats for positions. And I said, okay, I'm going to max out every single one of these stats. And then I said, okay, a bronze 1 player can be a bare minimum or a maximum of, I believe it was, hold on.
Hey, while you're thinking that, just real quick, yeah. So hold on. So now you get 355 since you're going to be playing forward or middle or whatever you're playing.
Yeah, it's not linked to what your position was before. It's linked to you
Yep.
as an individual in the server.
Right.
So a bronze
that means
player.
You're a human. You're a person now to me as well.
You're a person. Everyone starts at a bronze 3 previously, correct? If they played the last season. If they played the beta season and then bailed, they don't start at bronze 3.
Right. You had to play season
the
1.
last season.
Yeah.
They did not have to be in the main show the last season, but they had to at least be in the league. So bronze 1 is 45% of the maximum points. And then it jumps up roughly 5% for each tier. That's how the math works. Just if you guys want to know. That's why goalkeepers have less, because they have a lot less categories to max out than everybody else.
Hey, did you actually write that in here about if you played before you're a bronze 3? Is that actually written in this document?
It is not written in this document.
Okay. We should probably put
I
that
thought
in
it was
there.
in this box, but it wasn't.
Okay.
But that's why this is pointing to bronze 3.
Right. So that's an interesting. Whoever asked that question, I think you said it was Benji or whatever. Because if you played in the beta season, but you didn't play last season, where do you start?
Bronze
1.
1.
Right. So there you go.
B1, bitches.
No team salary caps, Benji, because we have individual caps instead.
No salary caps. Yeah. You can have 11 bronze 3 players on your team. You can have 1 bronze 3 players on your team. You can have 11 AI on your team if you just want to manage and not play yourself. It is all up to the owner on how they want to outfit their team to best compete.
Or not have to deal with people.
Or not have to deal with people. That is this. Hopefully, the reason why we want to try and get to 12 or 14 teams is with the inclusion of AI. It no longer forces people to play positions they don't want to play necessarily.
Right.
So it opens up a lot more roster spots in those positions that people love to play.
Right. If you had to settle for a defender spot just to get on a team last time, you can move up to the midfield or maybe even play goalie or something. Who knows?
Yep. Our season
Benji.
breakdown. What?
Real quick, Benji, if I have a team and have 11 bronze 3 players and I keep them for 10 seasons, then I have 11 gold 5 players. I don't know. I'd have to see the scroll back to that real quick. Wink. Is he right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, you're right. That is correct, Benji.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically 9, but yeah, you don't have to keep them either. I mean, so long as a person has fulfilled the 70% requirement and was on a team, they will progress to the next tier.
Crazy Canuck, you're in luck. I've got an opening for you.
I should probably just do this.
Yep, you're right, Benji. That's true. We're pretty much all going to be in this forever now because it's just going to be it's all of us people that have figured out where we want to be after trying a bunch of other shit, and this is I think we're all kind of here now. So I agree with you.
Our season breakdown will be 3 distinct events. We will kick off each season with a preseason single elimination cup. This cup... Where did Dave put this?
What are you looking for, Ben?
This cup will have overtime and penalty kicks turned on. And game time will be 30 minutes.
Wait, you're talking about for the preseason term, correct?
Ooh, I like that. Can we name this cup Date Chris Lee, the Date Chris Lee Cup?
If you win, do you have to take Chris Lee? Because in that case, I'm probably going to lose on purpose.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out. Everybody sucks in this tournament.
Where did it go? I don't like that. It's right here. All right, we're not keeping that. Season competition. I'm not going to tell you how many games it is yet because I'm waiting to see how many teams we have. I would like
12 to 14 teams.
I would like every team to play each other twice. One home, one away. That would be ideal. So if we have 14 teams, then we're looking at a 28-week season. During the competitions, overtime will be enabled. And they will be played at 25-minute game time. For
the postseason
cup, it'll be with group stages. If we have 10 teams, it'll be 2 groups. If we have 14 teams, it might be 4 groups. We'll see. But you will get placed in the group stage based off of the competition finish, where the top, if there's 4 groups, the person who was in the person who finished 1, 2, 3, and 4 will head each of the groups. Make sense? Then the person who was in last place gets put in with the person who was in first place, so on and so forth. With that,
And the length of those games will be what?
the length of the group stages will be 25 minutes with overtime.
And PKs.
Nope, not for
Not-
group stages.
What?
Not for groups.
Oh no, not groups.
The only time we're gonna see PKs is in the Elimination Cup.
Gotcha.
The elimination round will be a 2-leg elimination. So you play home, and then Eagle. What are the tiebreakers for that again in soccer? It's like if you tie, it's the most home goals, right?
It's the most away
Right,
goals.
Most away
goal
goals. Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Most away goal. It's away goal aggregate. Some leagues are moving away from that, but yeah, it's away goal goals.
We'll figure that out. But that will be overtime at 30 minutes. So, I believe that covers. Each tournament winner will be awarded a slight coaching advantage. Right now, we're looking at the winner of the single elimination tournament will be able to give one player on his team either 5 attribute points or 1 skill. Nothing that's going to be game breaking, but something that will give a slight coaching advantage. Winning tournaments and placing in the seasons will allow owners to start having more or less coaching points to tinker their team a little bit more. Right now, we're going to have 3 streamers, Chris Lee, Dave, and myself. Current game days right now, Sunday night, which will be streamed by me. That will kick off the league's action, followed by Monday night games with Chris Lee, and Wednesday night boogies with Dave to close out the week's
Is
action.
that what we're calling it?
I don't know. It just sounded nice.
Terrible.
Monday. I got to come up with something. Something with a W.
Wednesday night whack. That sounds awful too.
It's probably going to be wild Wednesdays, to be honest with you. The way this crew is, I'll tell you.
Does anybody? So that's the document. Oh, also, if we want to have stat keeping and everything like that, we're gonna ask for volunteers. If that's something that you guys want, we would like help with that, and maintaining that. We're not afraid to reach out and ask for help this time, so people don't get overwhelmed.
Thanks, Wank. I love you too.
I don't
Not
know
calling anybody out. Not calling anybody out.
Right, because we don't do that in this league.
Thanks.
But it's not entirely Eagle's fault, because Eagle had a kid. Things got wacky. Then he got a new job, and everything just started. It was a perfect storm for Eagle. So it's none of his fault. But
But it's my.
I don't know who knows or cares, but I will be
I don't.
expecting my first child in July of this year.
Yes, you will.
I knew you looked. Wink, congratulations.
Thank you.
I knew
I know.
you looked large the last time I saw you.
Starting to show. It's called that sympathy weight, you know?
Sympathy weight,
I
baby,
really,
yeah.
really going to town with it.
That just means you're a good husband. Yeah,
But-
that's what I mean.
We learned those lessons from the past, right? So the design of this iteration of the SSF is to be fun with a lot less commitments as far as needing to get stuff out for owners and for the league itself. That will help the wheels turn, and we can go season into season into season into season without much downtime at all. No more like we finish the season and then 6 months later we start a new season. If this all goes well, we finish the season, we have like a month, 2 month break. 2 months is probably pushing it. Then we
Yeah,
go
probably
right into the
that
next
long.
cup.
Yep.
So the idea is to keep this rolling. So if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, please ask. Reach out. If you want to be an owner, if you want to be a prospective owner, reach out. Let us know. If you have any concerns about it, reach out. We're all easygoing, and we all just want to help this league get off and everybody get going. So please.
Is there going to be any roster limitations for human players right off, or you can go ahead and sign 11 human players?
have
No,
11 right
you
from the beginning.
if you want 11, you can have 11. The one thing I want to point out is
Yeah, what Coco asked.
I knew he was going to ask that.
I mean, you already have it built. You already have it done.
I do, but it takes away things. So I'm going to try something.
Okay.
Oh God.
What the fuck? The disappointment. You have that effect on people, bro.
I know. Well, no. So it's not disappointment. It's just frustration, maybe frustrated that I had to make the builder to begin with. So I don't want to have to babysit people. Okay, so I am not going to put limitations on height and weight. However, if I start to see just unrealistic player after unrealistic player after unrealistic player after unrealistic player, then I will step in and implement the builder again.
You hear that, Cornwall?
But the goal is to not have to do that. The goal is to just let adults be adults, and try
I got
not
an
to take
idea.
advantage of the system.
I got an idea.
What?
If they come up with an obscure height and weight, maybe they will be required to find like 2 to 3 professional players that have that height and weight or something like that.
That could be acceptable.
You know, if you give
5'5" and 600 pounds. Yeah.
You cannot be 5'5" and 600 pounds because you can't be 600 pounds in the game.
You can only be. Then you can be my goalie because you just sit in front of the fucking net.
I think if you do something like absurd, if you want to do something absurd, that's fine. There's freaks of nature in sport. Just come back with, hey, I want to be like X, Y, and Z. Okay, sounds good.
Yes. It's got to be. It's got to be. Let's just see how it goes. That's all.
Mostly realistic. Let's be mostly realistic.
Let's just see where Cornwall tries to go to start.
Yeah, he's gonna be seven. He's like he just put it in the chat. He's gonna try to be 7'7" and 100 pounds. He's gonna be the third post.
Oh, so he's 7'7" and 100 pounds. Who's he going to be? Peter Crouch?
Hey yo. Hey,
Yoink.
scroll up for a second, Wank. I think did you skip a part?
No.
Okay.
We went over this already.
Oh, early. You went back. Okay, gotcha.
So key dates. 2/12. So next Sunday is the last day to get your ownership bids in. After that ends, I will contact the people in the bids, go through things, then we're gonna set up an owners meeting for the week after. It doesn't have to be on this specific day. I just put this as a placeholder. Try and find a day that works for everybody. We're gonna have an owners meeting. Immediately following the owners meeting, free agency will open. This is when teams can start to build out the rosters. 3/1, free agency closes. And that is when owners will start to submit their league files if they have not already done so. 3/12. So in approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks ish will be the kickoff of the season. We will do one massive Sunday stream.
It's 5 weeks from tonight.
No.
Right?
AI
Well,
players will start below bronze 1 level, I assume. No. That is incorrect. I need to see how things lay out, but we are looking at AI players to be a mix of bronze 2 and bronze 1 currently.
March 12th is 5 weeks from tonight, FYI, everybody.
Yes. So March 12th, probably around like 1, we will do a massive kickoff tournament where we will start games and we will fucking go till we get a winner. And then the week after that is when league competition starts. An AI player can be higher ranked than a human player just joining the league. Correct. But an AI player will never be higher than the highest. So an AI player will never be higher or the same as the highest person in the league. So if caveat, if everybody's bronze 1, AI's a bronze 1 also. We don't have a lower tier. But if the highest player is silver 4
On your
team? On any team, no AI player will ever be silver 4. So what it's going to be, we will progress our AI players throughout their AI careers. Correct. Yes, that is correct. So the idea is once we figure out how many players are going to be in the league, once we figure out their tiers, then I will give a breakdown of the AI tiers that teams are allowed to have. It'll be a mix of the tiers, but for this season, the highest player is bronze 3. So no AI for this season will be a bronze 3. They will be either bronze 2 or they will be bronze 1. The idea is to keep the entire league competitive. We have 48 people in the server. We have 10 teams right now. So if 4 teams have 11 human players, obviously the other teams are going to have AI players. So the idea is that you aren't punished necessarily for having AI players, but you're also not going to get the cream of the crop.
The belle of the ball.
Any other questions, comments, or concerns?
I just have one question regarding rule number 2. If you're already a piece of shit, can you still join the league?
I mean, we allow you here, so I guess we're
Hey,
fine.
everybody. Thanks for coming.
I guess that depends on who's defining what a piece of shit is.
Just asking for a friend.
Just asking for a friend. Thomas is already banned from the league. Sorry.
Anybody else in the chat have questions? Anybody else that's in the voice chat have questions? about anything?
Freddie, is everything clear as mud? This is all new to you. You didn't get to see this before, so.
Yeah, you couldn't read it.
Yeah, it's. I think I got it down.
Okay. Benji, are you good? You got questions. I know that you're gonna have more questions. And does anybody else have anything? You can also. Do you guys have access to the questions channel? You do. Everybody has access. You can also post your questions in the questions channel in the server.
Ooh,
What?
so
We have a questions channel?
That's
Yeah.
so fancy.
Right? Everybody can see the questions channel in the server, right? Yes. Okay.
I don't know. Bro, I just DM you, bro. I don't know.
I'm like, I'm not losing my mind, am I? I am.
I didn't even know we had one, to be honest with you, so whatever.
Well, high probability you're losing your mind.
Well, it's been rough the last couple of years since I met you, so
That was just the way he was born. He's a boomer.
I'm a fucking boomer.
Eat shit.
Well, if nobody has any questions, then I think we call it a night.
Yep, Benji, we're all glad as well. We're all happy. And just get ready. We got owner. If you want to be an owner, you got till next week. And oh, did you kill the stream?
No, I
Oh.
just put up the.
You have till next week, and we are going to kick off this league. You will
Yes.
be playing soccer in 5 weeks from today.
I just want to reiterate. Don't be scared of ownership. It's not
We're
as
gonna
much
help
as
you.
you think it is.
And we're gonna help you.
Not in this
And-
league, at least.
Not in this league. There's also no fee involved in it either.
It won't be overwhelming.
It's just don't be a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, hey, here's some key feedback and takes from tonight. One, don't be a piece of shit.
Rule number 2. We're gonna get a hashtag rule number 2 t-shirts going pretty soon.
Yeah, exactly. Rule number 2 is the most important rule.
And they'll be light green, like the piece of shit ref in the game. Go ahead.
True.
I'm not bitter still.
Salty old man.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Eagle.
No, that was
Anybody
just-
can apply for a
That
team.
was really that
Just-
was your recap rule.
That was my recap. Is important. Bullet point 2 was the most important one. That was all.
Recap. Rule number 2.
Rule number 2.
Rule number 2.
I'm gonna make the light green shirt tonight. This is rule number 2.
I like it. And he's gonna sell it on the Access Live store.
Yeah, I fucked this league. Hey, if you want to come to my new soccer league called the Axis Sim Soccer, or ASS for short.
Ooh, that ass league is great.
That ass league.
Hey, yo, that ass.
That ass.
Anyway,
All right, everybody. I appreciate your time. I hope you appreciate what we're trying to kick off here, and I hope everybody's on board. Constructive criticism is allowed. Give it. If anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, ask them, and let's fucking do this shit, man.
peace out,
don't-
bitches.
Just don't be an asshole.